What is going on? We do Transformations Coach. In this video, we're going to be talking about how you are your best avatar when it comes to growing a successful online business. Now, what's an avatar? Now, an avatar is the person that you're creating content for on social media. The reason it's important to dial in on an avatar or a specific type of person you want to create content for on social media is because when people come across your page, you want to make it very clear that you are the person that I can help. Think about it like this. If I'm a mom, I'm much more likely to be able to relate with moms. If I'm a man who has 50 pounds to lose, I'm much more likely to relate to another guy who has 50 pounds to lose rather than a mom. So we want to create content for people who are more like us if we want to grow on social media. This is what, when somebody finds your page on social media, you want them to go like, I really like this guy. Like I can really relate to what he has to say. You basically need to become the go-to resource for your ideal client online. And your ideal client is somebody who's on a journey similar to the one that you have gone on. The easiest way to say this: create content for your old self. Now, think about it like this. It's not like you were born and then all of a sudden you just had dumbbells in your hand. You obviously had your own struggles with your journey and what you experienced, which led you to find your passion for fitness and a passion for coaching others. Now, the best way to create content when you're first getting started is to speak specifically to those past pains and problems because you understand yourself on a very deep level. Now, when I was an online fitness coach, I had a bunch of coaches. I had a bunch of my own coaches that put me on these very restrictive diets. This led me to these binge eating cycles where I'd overeat and I gained 40 plus pounds after one of my fitness competitions. And I realized there's got to be a better way to do this. I don't want to gain 40 pounds after every one of my shows. And so I started doing a lot of research myself. I started researching flexible dieting, and I found this guy named Lane Norton, and he became the methodology that I wrote content for and I spoke from and wrote about. Now, obviously for you, you found Herbalife products and you found the Herbalife community and you found the We Do Transformations community. So your content should be speaking about how you used to struggle with, whatever it was. Maybe it was keto, restrictive dieting, you had no idea what to do, whatever. And the solution that you found was the community at Herbalife, the online support with Herbalife, the weight loss supplements and shakes that you take to help lose weight and get in shape, the group workouts that you guys facilitate. That was a solution. And so you used to struggle with these things, and then you found your solution, which was the We Do Transformations community. This module is going to come with homework, so I want you to take out a pen and paper, and let's get to remembering. We're going to talk about remembering today. I want you to use these prompts on the following slides to remember specific instances that you used to struggle with in your fitness journey. So I want you to take out a Google document, or I want you to take out a pen and paper, and we're going to start to work on your past self avatar. So let's take some time here. Perfect. So let's talk about struggling with your own weight loss. What is your weight loss story? Were you overweight as a kid? Did you have bad eating habits? How did you start gaining weight? Was it in your family? I want you to write it down. What is your weight loss story and what caused you to gain the weight? Was it bad eating habits? Was it exercise habits? What was it? Now, what was the turning point for you, right? What made you decide to change your life? By the way, you're probably gonna have to pause this video as I'm going through the prompts and just pause and do the work. What were some of the things that you tried that didn't work? Why didn't they work? What did you try that did work? Why did it work? What were some of the beliefs that you had around exercising and eating that were wrong? Maybe you thought that every time you had orange juice, you were going to get fat. What was it for you? What was the first big breakthrough that you had where you really lost the weight and you were like, wow, it's possible for me? And what is your fitness story? What I want you to do is I want you to pause the video, use these prompts, and I want you to write a list of things in bullet points. And as you start writing, write some more. So pause this video, take out a pen and paper, write some bullet points about these prompts. Now, on to the next prompts. So managing injuries and setbacks. Have you ever dealt with a major injury? What about a major setback in your personal life that affected your fitness goals? Have you ever struggled with any mental issues? For me, I struggle with the drug addiction. Have you ever overcome any major obstacles like a drug addiction or homelessness that you can share and open up about? Have you ever dealt with a major breakup that affected your fitness journey? I want you to take out a pen and paper and I want you to write some notes. Write it down, and then write some more. Balancing fitness in a busy lifestyle. How did you incorporate fitness into your busy schedule? What are some hacks and some tricks that you use on a day-to-day basis? What's the mindset that keeps you fit even when you are busy? How do you find time to go to the gym and eat right? I want you to take out a pen and paper. I want you to write down some prompts, pause the video, write some notes based on these prompts. Now, I want you to repeat these process and use these prompts to get to know yourself on a deeper level so you can share this with your audience. So here's some more prompts. Is there any emotional eating that you have? Do you find that you used to eat at night? How did you overcome that? How did you build the confidence to go to the gym or start working out or start exercising? What are some body image issues that you overcame that you used to have? How do you keep yourself motivated and accountable? How do you navigate your nutrition and your meal planning, your philosophy around it? How do you mitigate stress while having a healthy and positive mindset? So pause the video, write down some notes based on these prompts. Now, this summary will give you a great benchmark to start creating your content with. If you did the homework properly, you should have a page full of notes to be able to take content ideas from. Remember, the more specific that you can be with your storytelling, the better. So instead of saying, when I was younger, I struggled with being overweight, right? When I was 18 years old, I was 50 pounds overweight and I hated the person that I saw in the mirror. Write about your struggles and how you overcame those struggles and the lessons that you want to share with the audience who's listening. You want to take people on a transformational journey and you want to show them that you are a walking billboard. You are an example of what it means to be healthy and fit. In summary, you want to get to know yourself so you can speak to your old self. Why? Because you understand your own problems on a very deep level. And so the easiest content that you could ever write is content about your own fitness journey. Next thing you want to do is you want to create content that resonates with you because it's true for you. This type of content will feel authentic and real because you're speaking on what you're an expert on, your struggles. So your homework is to get to work on the past self document. This is where you're going to pull a lot of your content inspiration from. When you're struggling to create content ideas, you're going to pull up your past self document and you're going to write some stories about some things that you used to go through and how you overcame them in your